All right, you guys, it is time, a brand new day, time for a brand new today's special from Doll 10. Watch your screen. You have waited a year, a full year, for this incredible tinted moisturizer to come back in stock. It has sold out everywhere Doll 10 offered it. We have it back for you. This is a tinted moisturizer. It's hydration, skincare, color, it's lightweight, it's buildable. But if you have dry, aging, textured skin and you want it to look luminous, radiant, hydrated, bouncy, yes, please, I will have all of the things. This is what you need to be using on your skin. It is perfect for summertime. I love that I can see my skin and feel my skin, and yet you get flawless coverage. So what we've done today is we're bringing you a Sunkissed and Glowy today's special set. So you are getting that beautiful tinted moisturizer finally back in stock, full size, $42. We have all 6 shades available, and we are pairing it with the brand new warming filter powder. If you know and you love the pink powder like I do, think of this as your summertime glow up version of the pink powder. It has a warmth. It is not a bronzer. It is not one of those things where you're gonna be having to chisel out your cheeks. This is a powder that is super lightweight, and it warms your complexion with a microfine triple milled hydrating, blurring, and smoothing loose powder. Is that wild? $38, brand new, already has a perfect 5-star review online. You're also receiving the perfect double-ended powder brush to help you apply, blend, and blur your today's special. In total, a $112 value that you are getting today for just $2 more than the tinted moisturizer. So buy the tinted moisturizer, everything else is coming to you for $2. I mentioned the shades because you're watching right now. You get first dibs, especially if you need number 1 or number 5. Those always go the quickest, but keep in mind, this is a tinted moisturizer like nothing else. So it is a very easy, workable, buildable shade. You don't have to stress too much. I'm number 3, that's just what I go with, and it works. And remember, you're getting that warming filter powder as well. Now, Doris Dalton is here. She started this brand with one thing in mind, Doris, clean beauty that takes 10 minutes or less to get dolled up and out the door. And you did it again, my friend.
I did it! I did it for you, dolls. I did it.
Welcome back.
Hi, baby.
You kept us waiting long enough.
Well,
this has been sold out for so long.
Almost a year. I apologize. I hate that. We did, because everyone was like, I did give a little bit of auto delivery on this one.
Yes.
I did a little bit.
Well, we have it tonight too, by the way.
I don't have a lot.
Yeah, that's it.
And the reason why is because this is the most unique formula for a tinted moisturizer. I'm gonna tell you something. I started Doll 10, I want only clean ingredients. I'm a clean formulator. Everything here is intentionally clean. There are ingredients that are handpicked to be in this, right? That's one and most important.
Yes.
2, it has to be Doll 10 is get dolled up in 10 minutes or less.
Gotta be quick.
It's gotta be quick.
Look at
You cannot buy time. Now let's look at Patsy. I want you to look at the bounce. I want you to look at the glow. I want you to look at the warmth in her skin. Everything that you see right now is less than 10 minutes to get on your skin, get out the door, look and feel your best, and actually help to take care of your skin.
Yes.
I love tinted moisturizers, I do, but they always, I think they stopped at 50%. What were they? Were they moisturizers? Were they a tint? What did they do? Like, they always left you wanting more. There was just never enough there. So I said, this is a category that really needs to be improved, and that's what we do at Doll 10. We tackle the hard things, so you just get to enjoy it, right? So this tinted moisturizer, you can see I have nothing on my skin, and I'm gonna show you. And I'm gonna show you a lot of times with tinted moisturizers, what do you use to put it on? Your fingers. You don't even use a foundation, because it's not a foundation. This is hydration at its best. Okay, you prime it. It's gonna pump out like 1 or 2 pumps, just like that. Ready? That's all I need.
Okay.
I'm gonna do half my face, and I'm gonna have to go like this because you know I'm blind as a bat.
And what shade are you?
I'm in a 1.5, because that's the light medium. Look at, I want you to see as I put
look. Now here's
hydration.
the thing. You could stop there because you're getting coverage too, but when we say skincare, legitimately, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, amino acid, collagen, marshmallow extract, all these things, the ingredient deck is like a serum.
It is like the best serum you've ever put on your skin.
Look at the coverage.
And you're getting coverage. So a tinted moisturizer can't do this. A tinted moisturizer, you have to put foundation over top. I want you to look at the glow to my skin. I want you to look at the bounce to my skin.
Okay, hot mama.
Yeah, it's so easy. It filters
Look at that.
It's
incredible.
And I did it with my fingers. You know, if you use your foundation brush, which you can, a lot of times we just want to look even and pretty and take care of our skin. We've learned, right? We have learned that we don't want to just continue to do the same old thing. And now let's look at Lenny. Every single doll that's been in here, every one of these models that you're seeing are flipping their lid. It's been a year since they've seen this product. They were like, we thought it went away. We didn't know what happened to it. Like what I always said, it takes so long to make. Because this has plant-based collagen. This, remember, I discovered the marshmallow extract. It's that bounciness to your skin that gives you that bump up to your skin. Literally that whack full of hydration, that memory foam bounce. I want you to look at Lynn's skin. It is unbelievably glowing. It is gorgeous. It is finished. Now, with that warming powder, it is not a contour. It is not a bronzer. To be real honest, I don't even know how to use all that stuff sometimes. I wanted to put something that I could just dust on my skin and instantly get it on, and it created dimension and warmth and glow, but still filtered my skin.
Yes.
Our pink powder is viral. You can't even get it right now, right? Like it's just sold out almost everywhere. Here's Andressa. Please take a look at the glow and the bounce to her skin. It's not greasy, it's not oily, it's a glow. When we get older, we lose it, right? Who is this for? Anyone that wants to look at Andressa's skin, bounce, glow, evenness to their skin. That's exactly what you're getting.
See how she's got that warmth from that brand new warming filter powder. It sets your makeup, it hydrates, a powder that hydrates your skin. It blurs, your pores look like they have disappeared, but this is the summer version of that pink powder. So it gives you this kind of warmth.
Look
at how I've got this kind of like warmth to my skin. And we all get the same shade.
Yeah, you all, because it doesn't matter whether you're fair to deep. Okay, so remember, it's absolutely talc-free. Matcha extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. It is actually a powder that's delivering hydration and moisture to your skin, but I created something really different here. Michelle, it's not about a contour, it's not about a bronzer. When you add warmth to your skin, it's like that when you were 18 or 19 years old and you sat on the beach and you're there till 3 o'clock and you got out and the sun kissed your face.
You just look alive.
Yeah, and you looked in the mirror and all you did was throw on a lip gloss and you were like, I never thought my skin ever looked better. You were radiant, you were glowing. The sun did all the work for you. You didn't have to be like an expert makeup artist. And a lot of us aren't expert makeup artists. So here's my kitty cat right here, my Amanda, who I am in love with. And because I want you to see, fairest of skin, she's in the shade 1, that's the fair light, right? So she's putting that beautiful warmth on. Literally, that looks like the sun has popped down, kissed her skin. Looks like she had the best beach day ever, but it's not a bronzer. It doesn't have any red tones, no orange tones.
So you can use it all over your face if you want.
We could stay here for the next hour and just look at Amanda and all just go, I need to look like that.
Well, you're not even paying for this, you guys.
It's
brand new in your kit. So just to walk you through this is the Tinted Moisturizer. You have been waiting. It is a combo of hydration, skincare, and color. It is $42, finally back in stock, and yes, we have auto ship available. For $2 more, you are getting the full-size double-ended powder brush, $32 value. And you're also getting the brand new $38 warming filter powder that everybody gets the same shade. It's incredible what this does.
It's so beautiful.
This is a $112 value that you're getting for just about the cost of the Tinted Moisturizer. And we do have the shade chart. If you don't mind, let's
go through that because I get excited. You know me, I bounce all over like a ping pong ball. So it's really easy. So a Tinted Moisturizer is not a foundation where you need this exact match.
Right.
It blends and warms up into the skin. So one, you just saw Amanda, that's your fair light shade. So it's really easy. If you're porcelain and you burn in the sun, that's you, right? right? You're gonna love that warming powder. You're gonna go nuts. Now I'm light, light, medium, right? That's in between that light, light, medium shade. It's a little bit warmer than fair, fair, light, but not quite as neutral as medium. So we go to 2, that shade medium. You're gonna see Donna in shade medium. That would be Amy. We're gonna see Amy tomorrow night, or tonight. And then she's in medium, very neutral. Then we go to you, Michelle. That's, you're my tan, tan deep.
Number 3.
Piper's in the house. I got a new doll, rocking doll 10. And she's in the shade 3. She's in that, she's a natural olive skin tone, complected beauty, right? And then we go to 4, which is deep, deep rich, and then we go to 5, which is our richest, deepest shade. So here you go. Look at the 3. Look how it matches up evenly on the screen.
You're right.
It's perfect, and you won't get it wrong. So she's wearing the same shade as you.
Yes.
But I want you to pay attention. It looks like, it literally looks like she drank 8 glasses of water instead of coffee or alcohol. And she literally has this glow to her skin, a bounce, an even look to her skin. But she is delivering massive blueberry extract, matcha, niacinamide, citric acid, glutamine, marshmallow extract, rice amino acids, you know, plant-based collagen, all of the hyaluronic acid, all of these ingredients, every one of those that I just spit off are literally some of the most important ingredients that you can have in skincare today. Though I'm not just spitting them off because, oh, hey, they're in there. They're in there for a reason, to help that skin look hydrated, moisturized, bouncy. Where foundations and skincare goes wrong is they don't pay attention to the fluidity and the bounce of the skin. And that's really, as people that wear skincare, that's what we want. We want our skin to look bouncy. We want it to look like it has recovery. Donna, she's in that medium shade with that warming powder. They were all going gaga because you've never seen anything like it.
So she's in number 2.
She's in number 2.
Yes.
So look at the hydration. Look at the glow to the skin. It's not greasy. It's not shiny. It sets beautifully, but it's delivering a glow to the skin. And that warming powder is just giving that dimension back. That looks like that best pool day.
It really.
That best beach day, right?
So good, you guys.
By the end of this presentation, I'm going to finish my face so I can't go the rest of the day. My mom's going, Doris, get your face done. I can hear her. Like, what are you doing, girl? But you can see even on my skin how it instantly has it set, but you can go ahead and do it. Yeah.
So this is number 3. That's what I always use. I want you to think of this. You said something. It's like a drink of water for your thirsty
skin,
dehydrated skin.
Look at this.
In the summertime. Look at this glow.
It's not a foundation.
No, but it gives you amazing coverage is the thing. Look at that.
Yeah, it's not a foundation. It is not a tinted moisturizer. It's literally skincare. Your day cream met your foundation.
It feels
That's what it is.
amazing on your skin.
Yeah.
It's so light.
And if you started with us at midnight, the very first application you saw was actually, this is Francesca, was her mom. So mom, daughter, listen, skin knows what ingredients are. Skin doesn't care what age you are. It knows what ingredients it wants on its skin. But you can see that beautiful coverage, like I said, fingers, brush, whatever you're comfortable with, I don't care. And the reason why I'm doing my fingers, my sister will not use a foundation brush. She
wants to slap it on and go.
She slaps it on and she goes out in the garden.
And you can do that, though.
She slaps it on, gets out the door.
And look at this,
Glow, hydration, evenness to the skin. It filters out the look of pores, you know, fine lines, texture in your skin. Francesca has acneic scarring. So literally you're seeing how it's just evening everything out. But it's not a commitment to a heavy foundation.
You would never think a tinted moisturizer could give you the coverage that this, the
and his mom. This is Francesca's mom.
Insanely good. Watch.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Tinted moisturizers cannot and will not do this. They are just skincare with a little bit of coverage. And I always would cover over top. So this is giving you coverage like you want from your best foundation, but jamming that skin with the most beautiful, hydrating, pro-aging, moisturizing ingredients that's truly gonna make a difference in your skin as you wear it.
Where did the spots go?
Yeah, look at the skin, look at the bounce, look at the glow, look at the hydration, look at the moisture. Then you top that off. These are without the warming powder. You hit that face with the warming powder. You just dust it. You don't have to be a makeup artist. You just put it on the planes of the face, do whatever. You get that on your skin, and when I tell you, it will instantly warm up the look of your skin. So you're seeing here, without, and you're seeing with, as I did in literally 10 seconds with my fingers. So you can go, and I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna finish. And you're gonna see, watch how when I put this on, Look at the coverage, just with your fingers. Okay, so I am trying to make makeup so easy for you. So I want to take the intimidation factor out of makeup, because I think you sit there and you go, oh, I watch these, I can't do that, I'll never get my skin to look like that. I know that you can do this. I know that you can put a little bit on your hand, just like I'm doing. And I know that you can go ahead and just use your 2 little fingers like that.
Put it on like you would your day cream.
Just like,
I mean,
that's how I
different.
put my skincare on. Watch, and I'm just gonna roll this right up like that. And then I'm gonna hit with that warming powder. But I didn't want to steal your thunder, Michelle, so there you go, watch.
And everybody gets the same warming powder. This stuff is
that warming
magical.
powder. So here's the, if you, listen, if you
That's my obsession normally.
Everyone loves the pink powder, right? And you loved it because it's talc-free, it's hydrating, it's moisturizing, and it's brightening. So I took the same concept, and now we did it in a warming version. So it's hydrating, it's moisturizing, it's warming the skin.
And don't look at that and think, oh, it's gonna be too dark for me. I'm telling you, once you put it on the brush, you have to
make sure you tap it off.
Like tap, tap, tap. And then you can put this on and you just get this overall warmth. And look at your screen. 96% of the people who used this warming powder agreed that they saw an improvement in the look of their pores and texture. And there was an improvement in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Would you ever think that from a loose powder? This is unlike any other loose powder though. There's quartz in it. It's hydrating.
That's where you get that glow.
Really beautiful. It smooths your skin. You're basically flipping everything we knew about complexion cosmetics and powders on its head.
So I have to, if you don't mind, I don't want to interrupt, but I have to with Patsy, because I want you to look at Patsy's skin. It is a tinted moisturizer, and I had to call it that because that's the category, but I really have to create a new name for it. But to be real honest, it is your day cream and your foundation that just collided, right? That's what it is. But it's the warming powder right now that what you're seeing on Patsy that's truly making a really cool difference. How do you get, you know, we lose color, our skin gets gray, we get a little sallow, we get texture in our skin. What do? Normal foundations, you know, kind of like seep into those. These actually, because of that marshmallow extract, you get that recovery effect, right? But when you add that warming powder, it's like putting life back into your skin.
It is.
It's warming up your skin. It's making you look, and I tell you, I promise you this, I know a lot of you had the same experience. You went to a holiday, you went to a beach, whatever, you're coming off the beach, it's 3 o'clock, you look in the mirror and all you have to do is a lip gloss.
Yeah, you're like, man,
my skin, the sun kissed it. Now, there's no red, there's no orange. That's where bronzers kind of get it wrong. They're not red. This
or
is
they're glittery.
Yes, this is warmth. So it's adding depth, dimension to your skin. You can use a blush afterwards. You don't have to. Throw in a lip gloss, a little bit of mascara. And when I tell you, you are good to go, you are beyond good to go.
It really
but
is.
make sure, now listen, it's concentrated. So you get the brush, and what I'm going to show you, ready? Make sure you tap it off, because you don't need a lot. So you put it in. I want you to tap until it's almost off, okay? And you see how fine that is.
Yeah.
Now, I always say start at like hairline and move in. I'm gonna do half my face with the warming powder, because I really want you to know when you get this home, what do I expect? What am I gonna get? Look, notice how I'm putting it everywhere on my skin.
Immediate warmth and glow to your skin.
Now you're seeing dimension in my skin, right? So now this is that product that you never thought you needed, right? Until you see it on my face, and you're like,
at the difference.
Like, okay, so I'm tapping it on. So you can see, it's literally still delivering a glow. My skin is not mattified. It's still looking hydrated, but now you see dimension. See, I could stop and throw on my gloss while I have it on, because that's coming up, and be done. So there's with the warming powder, there's without.
That's so good. And Doris is using the same warming powder that I use. Totally different skin tones.
So, doesn't matter.
That's the magic of this.
Because it's the right color.
And you're getting it for $1. So let me walk you through
That's really the right color.
And auto ship is on fire right now compared to single, because this sold out when it debuted last year. You haven't seen it in a year. It's back. This is the full size $42. We have all 6 colors right now because this is the launch. So $42 here. You're getting the dual recommended powder brush for $1, and you're getting the brand new warming filter powder that we've been showing you for $1. This should be $112, everybody. Do not miss out on this today's special. In fact, your flex pay is $14.99 to at least get it home and try it. If this is not the best skincare moisturizer with color you've ever used, send it back. We have free exchanges, by the way, as well, within that 30-day time frame. So if you need a different color, we can do that for you. But here are the options. And remember, because it's not foundation, you do have wiggle room. You don't have to stress. You get the warming powder too.
Well, who do you line up with? Are you super fair? You're a 1. Are you a little bit freckly, a little bit warmer? That's a 1.5. That's a light medium. 3, you're a good tanner this time of year. You're gonna get sun no matter what. You're driving in your car. You're a 2. That's medium. Then we go 3. That's Michelle. You've seen Piper. That's 3. That's my tan deep girls. Then we go deep rich. That's 4. And then we go rich and warm, and that's 5. This gets every shade tone from the fairest of the fair to the deepest of the deep. Anyone within that range can also use that warming powder. What it does is it sets your tinted moisturizer, it takes down and sets it. It also, when I tell you, it filters out every line, every bit of texture, every fine line, every pore. What would you do in the summer? You don't want to wear a heavy powder in the summer. You don't want that. And most of the time, people don't want to wear a heavy powder anyway. That's why our powders are on fire. Everything in this you're seeing right now is completely talc free. That's so important. There's no talc in the powder. There's no talc in the tinted moisturizer.
It does the opposite of what a loose powder would normally do. Instead of sinking into your wrinkles, it plumps them out and smooths your texture.
That is
and it hydrates a powder.
So you're looking right now at Linny, and we all know that we look better with a tan. We all know that we look better with color. Because what are you going to do in the summer? We know that we shouldn't go out there and bake in the sun, but we know how sexy we look with it. I'm just going to say that because it's after midnight. You look sexy with a tan. It looks pretty. You look healthy. You look glowy. Look at Lynn. Her skin looks even. It looks plump. It looks gorgeous. She has that warming powder on, but it doesn't mattify. We don't want powders. That's why our powders are so viral. You can't get them. They sell out all the time because they're delivering a glow without any glitter, no pearl, none of that. It's creating the glow that comes from the quartz. So that has been the magic. When that quartz goes ahead, it has that natural, like when you see a gemstone glow.
Just diffuses everything.
It's a natural diffuser. Now we'll look at Andressa. She's in shade 2. That's that medium shade. So I want you to see, they're adding it, right? Like you just put that on your skin. You do not need to be a makeup artist. You will not get it wrong. I just make sure you tap it all, most of it out so you don't really see it. Then just get it to any part of your face. You don't have to be a 3. You don't have to be an E. You don't have to suck in your cheeks to look like you're contouring. I want you to get it all over the face. It will find the planes of the face. And look at Andressa. I mean, it's perfection. If this right now is the opportunity to have the most perfected look you've ever seen.
With probably the least amount of product you've ever had to use.
Ever. I have to do that, Michelle.
Summertime is the best time to try something like this. When it's hot, it's humid, we're outside more. We don't want a thick pancake layer of gunk on our skin. So on top of light, sheer, buildable coverage, don't forget, this is Doll 10. So it's clean beauty and it is jam-packed with skincare ingredients that are plumping up and hydrating your skin. You're getting the full size of the tinted moisturizer. You're getting the brand new warming filter powder. You're getting the brush. And we have a bonus buy, by the way, of your all-time favorite eyeliners. You get 5 of them, all the shades. These are normally $19 a piece. And if you buy the Today Special, you get them for $36 total.
Wow.
For 5 shades. I mean, we've got your greens and blues and bronze and black and brown. We'll talk about those. They do not budge.
That's
my eyeliner of choice because I have hooded, kind of oily lids.
They stay put, and they're square. They don't roll in your hand, too. You know, I think about everything.
That's so smart.
I'm one of those geeky kind of girls that I would rather sit in my lab coat and develop stuff. It just is what I love to do. All right, so I have half my face. You can see. So it's all tinted moisturizer. I did it live. You can always rewind it and watch it. But, so half with the bronzing powder, not. Okay, look at the difference. See the warmth? See now how you can see my cheekbone? And I just went like this, ready? I tapped it out and I just went, oh, okay. Let me just get this on. I don't care. I'm putting it all over. I'm setting my makeup just like that. I'm creating a glow, and I'm creating dimension and a warmth to my skin. I'm delivering matcha extract, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. Like, I'm giving that glow. Look, like, I'm ready.
So good.
I'm telling you, this is that 1-2 perfection. When I tell you that powder, like, it's matcha, caffeine, bamboo, hydrolyzed collagen, peptides, subaki oil, rice powder, like all of these things that are in there. This is not a mattifying powder of yesteryear. We always would reach for powders, but we really didn't like how they dried out our skin.
Well, I always say they would bring out your wrinkles.
Look at how hydrated and bouncy and glowy. This is not glitter. And look at Piper. She's in the same shade that you, she's such a pretty little girl, isn't she?
She's in shade 3.
She's in shade 3. I want you to look at her skin. Look at the glow.
What's interesting is she's still getting coverage, everyone, but you can't tell where the tinted moisturizer ends and where her skin begins.
Or where the powder is.
Where the powder is, and again, you don't have to be an expert. That powder is not a bronzer, it's not a contour.
Nope.
If you loved the pink powder or even the yellow powder, they all had different roles. This one gives you what the pink powder does, that brightening and moisture, but with that warmth.
I would seriously
and that's brand new.
It is brand new. I would imagine that this is going to be your all-time, all year.
Yeah.
You know what
Look
I mean?
at Donna.
Look at Donna. Like, Donna put this on. She was like, do I look like I just had a vacation? Because I didn't. She goes, I took a nap, which was odd for me. I never get one. But look at the skin. There's the difference when you get the right products, right? That's what you see. You see bounce, you see glow, hydration. And remember, it's clean beauty. We're delivering those ingredients that you want up against the skin. Hand-picked, hand-selected ingredients. It's literally taking us a solid year to get this back into stock. And people have been like, Doris, we want it, we want it, we want it. I'm like, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So frustrating when things sell out and I can't get them back fast enough. And that's just what's happened with this, but I know you're gonna love it.
This is why auto ship has been the more popular option, because what happens is you get to lock in and reserve future shipments, but you also keep getting it at this price. And just a reminder, $42, $38, $32. You get them